Thursday, 25th October saw Union Bank celebrate the grand finale of its 100-year anniversary with two remarkable events held at the Landmark Event Centre in Lagos, Nigeria. The day commenced with a conference of thought leaders entitled The Next 100, a call to action.
What we had here was a very receptive audience. We had people talking about the real issues in society, the real issues in the environment. Because very often we spend time talking about making, as banks or as people in the financial sector, we spend time talking about numbers, hard things, right? But we forget, or we don't pay enough attention sometimes on the fact that we have to take care, the society itself, right? The environment, the economy, right, is dependent on things like poverty being eradicated, things like children being educated, women being empowered. We address those, we address the larger economy.
That's what's missing for women, that economic empowerment and creating a level playing ground for them to compete equally, because the systems are not designed in such a way that women can come in and compete equally. Like the Emir mentioned, you cannot negotiate a good contract where you are negotiating it from a point of inequality in the first place.
Featuring noteworthy speakers such as the Emir of Kano, His Royal Highness Sanusi Lamido Sanusi, Deputy Secretary General of the United Nations Amina J. Mohammed, the CEO of Union Bank, Mr. Emeka Amuwa, CEO of WAVE, Ms. Enrawani. The conference sought to address specific issues, from the path to economic transformation through the Sustainable Development Goals, to the social charter within the nation, which individuals, businesses, and government use to interact, being made to engender long-lasting peace and ultimately prosperity for all.
For me, coming from the central bank and being an emir, I came face to face for maybe the first time in my life with what it means when we say X% of Nigerians are living on less than $1 a day. It means that for those people, their children die every day because they cannot afford 3,000 naira on drugs. 3,000 naira. They don't have access to antenatal care. They have no access to immunization. If they get malaria, that's a death sentence. Their daughters get taken out of school. 75% of adolescent girls in the Northwest are married. We have the highest rate of VV fistula in the world. I've heard this figure about 62% of Nigerians living in poverty. But just as you look at inequalities vertically, you must also look at inequalities horizontally. And I'm coming down to the question of prosperity and peace. 62% of Nigerians, or maybe 40%, depending on what you look at. But break down those numbers. In Lagos State, the poverty rate is 8.5%. In Zamfara, it is 91%. In Kano, it is 77%. In Yobe, it is 90%. And demographically, these are the most populous parts of this country. So think through those numbers and put human beings behind those numbers. And then ask yourself, how many Nigerians out of this 170 million are living on less than $1 a day? Where do they live? And is there likely to be peace and stability in those areas in the future? It's simple. Until we begin to think of economics, not in terms of GDP, inflation, reserves, but in terms of how many human beings are able to eat 3 square meals a day. How many young people have an education? How many people have an opportunity in life? We can never have peace. Nigeria is a country today with 170, 180 million people. The median age is 19. In the next 20 years, you will have at least 85 million Nigerians between the ages of 20 and 40. That is the population of Germany, the third largest economy in the world. 85 million. What economy are we building for those people?
Staying true to its rich heritage and commitments to creating a promise-laden future, Union Bank awarded the winners of its Centenary Art Challenge cash prizes, with the overall winner strutting away with 1 million naira. Later that evening, Union Bank threw a magnificent gala to honor the customers and stakeholders who have supported the bank throughout the years.
If you analyze and look at what are the things that are holding back economic growth, and look at it from any private sector perspective, we all want more customers, we all want more consumers, right? We're a nation of 180 million or so, 62% living below the poverty line, which means that there are very few, relative to the number of people in Nigeria, there are very few consumers and therefore very few customers, right? So if we're able to, and we ran some numbers, if you're able to reduce poverty levels by half, by 2020, you would have created 60 million new consumers. 60 million new consumers, it's a large number, but 60 million consumers means 60 million new consumers of a variety of goods and services, right? If at the same time you empower women more, right? Again, you achieve the same objective. If at the same time you educate the children better, you achieve the same objective. So if you attack the goals, right, or the problems that are guided, that those goals reflect, then it's actually, you create a virtuous cycle, and you create many more consumers, and those consumers are the ones that can impact positively on your business.
With mind-blowing performances from Nigerian superstars Mayokun, Omawumi, and Wande Cole, Union Bank showed us exactly why they remain big, strong, and reliable to Nigerians the world over.
We provide services, right? And I'm either lending you money or borrowing money from you, as in taking a deposit from you, or helping you facilitate a payment or facilitate a collection. So we're facilitating payments, collections, trade between two people, individuals. That's what we do. And to the extent that we can do that efficiently at a low cost, do it well, do it consistently over time, right? It will make your own, it will make it easier for you to do whatever it is you're doing, right? Because your business is not banking, right? The banking is a facilitator to your business. So if we can meet your own needs and meet them consistently and efficiently, then you will be able to focus on what you do. If you're an entrepreneur, you do much more business. If you're a manufacturer, you build more. And once you do that, the pie begins to grow. So we facilitate, and our job is to make sure that we're doing that facilitation effectively and efficiently.
Well, you're definitely doing a great job. We've experienced 100 big, strong, reliable years with Union Bank so far.
Simpler, smarter.
Simpler and smarter. Well, I was going to ask, what can we look forward to in the next 100 years?
Nigeria's most reliable and trusted bank.
Well, you're already that.
Well, if we can stay that, and it's not an easy one to do, so because it requires behaving in a certain way consistently, it requires a certain discipline, and sometimes we'll not get it right, but as long as we live it and do it every day, then we'll certainly see the next 100 years, because we look at, okay, what does the customer want, right? And if we deliver what the customers want, if we evolve with the customer, right, understand the customer, what is their need, evolve with them, we'll certainly be around for the next 100 years.
Katura King for Rise News.